So today I'm going to make a meatloaf.
Start again, please.
Okay, so today I'm going to make a meatloaf. I've already started to prep the tin, but it's very, very simple. I have a £2 loaf tin and a pack of whatever brand you like, streaky bacon. I've used plain, you can use smoky if smoky is what you like. And it's just very, very simple, very, very basic. What I'm doing is lining my tin with the streaky bacon, just laying it in. Haven't put any grease on the tin beforehand because I think the grease from the bacon will be more than enough to stop it from sticking. This is rindless. It's always a good idea to get rindless. So I do the edges and then lay that one sort of over so it kind of grabs the edges, if that makes any sense at all. And I'll pop that one there. Okay, so we're all lined and ready to go. Okay, so then that's your tin prep done. Obviously when you turn it over, fingers crossed, it will be fabulous. Just have the outer edges of the bacon just hanging over. If you want to stretch it with a knife on a board, just stretch it so it's a little bit longer, feel free. I haven't done today for this demo purpose, but you can do. Okay, so I'm going to set that to one side. I have some minced beef. Now this is just a little bit dark because it's been in the freezer. That's the only reason for that. Break it up a bit. I like to use my fingers with this. My hands are all clean. Okay, so in there I am going to put a large onion that I've chopped up quite finely and 2 tablespoons of fresh breadcrumbs. So I'll just pop in. This is literally a chuck it all in and mix it together recipe. Just my sauté. So pop that in there. Dispose of the board for washing up. I'm going to wash my hands because now I've finished with the raw meat part. Okay, so I'll put my minced beef, my breadcrumbs and my finely chopped onion together. Into that I'm going to add a little dash of Worcester sauce. Dessert spoon ish of tomato puree. That goes in as well. About 1/4 of a dessert spoon of garlic paste. Obviously, if you really like garlic, put half in. That then goes in the wash. Black pepper. Teaspoon of salt. And my staple, if you know me. Mixed herbs. Okay. Now that is all bound together by just one large egg that I've popped into that cup there. Get that all out. I've just beaten 1 egg into a cup. Okay, so now it's time to get your hands in and literally mix it all up together. If there's anything else that you like specifically, feel free to pop that in. If there's any seasoning that you particularly like, you can pop that in because at the end of the day these recipes are all interchangeable. You can also make meatballs out of this. If you feel now that actually I don't want to do that, I want to make meatballs, you just take your mince and roll it into a meatball and cook it in the oven. Absolutely delicious. Bit of tomato puree, make sauce, passata, make your own sauce, delicious. but for this purpose, I'm doing a meatloaf. That feels more or less combined in. So then bring in your tin back across. I'm going to push it all into my tin. Compact it well down, because this needs to be something that you can slice. So don't be scared to push it all in the corners, because we want it to hold its shape as well once it comes out of the oven. We don't want it to sort of fall apart. I'm not apologising for making sure that it's firm at the edges and all the gaps are filled. Okay, when that's done and you're happy with how it's sitting, just fold your bacon back in. Make it nice and neat. And that will sit at the bottom anyway when you turn it out. A bit like a tureen. So please don't worry about that. As I say, if you want to stretch your bacon, you can do. And then your bacon will come a little bit further over, and it may even meet in the middle if you're lucky. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with foil, shiny side down, because it cooks better that way. The shiny side will reflect the heat, and that's not what we want to do, especially when we're cooking meat. So I haven't greased it, because as I say, the grease in the streaky bacon will be more than enough. So I'm just going to pop that on and just tuck it under with a little bit of room on the top. Don't want it too tight. Want a bit of expansion there, so that's really neat and tight, but with a little bit of give at the top. Okay, now I'm going to cook this in a bain-marie water bath. So I've filled my dish up about a third of the way, because obviously we've got displacement when this goes in. Now it will evaporate quite quickly, so you will need to top it up during cooking. So keep an eye on it, don't let it boil dry. Okay, and this is going in the oven at 180. I'm popping it in the middle of the oven at 180. And I will check in about half an hour's time to make sure that I've still got water in the bottom of my bain-marie. I'm going to cook it for, I'm going to check it in an hour. Now I think it's going to take about an hour and 15, hour and 20, but I'm going to check it in an hour and see what, purely because I've never used this oven before, new oven, and I haven't used it to cook this particular dish, and every oven is slightly different, as we all know. So yeah, come back in an hour and we'll see how it's doing. Okay, so it has been an hour and 20 minutes in the oven. So this is real life. I don't have one that I magically prepared earlier by the domestic team to pull out of the oven and get onto a plate. So it's very hot. Right, okay, so there we go. You'll see it's just shrunk away from the sides. Okay. I apologise if camera lens is steaming out, and I'm going to pop it out onto this board. So with me, I don't have very big hands.
You want me to do it?
That's right. That is the downside of having tiny hands. And are very, very hot. Yeah, they're too big, aren't they? There we go. So you will get a bit of oil obviously from your mince and the bacon coming out. Don't worry about it, it's a natural lubrication, so it's not an issue. You shouldn't have too much if you've got good quality mince. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it for a couple of minutes to stabilise, and then I'm going to slice it. Okay, so come back in a second. I'll give it about 5 minutes to stabilise and serve. Okay, so it's been sat resting for about 5 minutes, just over 5 minutes. So let's cut it and see what result we've got. There we go. And that is your meatloaf. Absolutely delicious. Homemade. You know exactly what's in it. If you want to put tomato sauce in rather than tomato puree, if you want it a little bit sweeter, probably children are eating it, then that's absolutely fine as well. Also with this mix you can make burgers out of it as well as the meatballs that I suggested earlier. But I will do another tutorial about the meatballs and about the sauce as well later on. So please give it a go. Okay, really simple as you can see, and really good meal. So let's just do it again. Let's pop it on my plate.